All right, guys. Today we're gonna focus on pivoting towards more manifestation and creating a reality because we've talked so much about clearing resistance and everything, and there's a purpose to that because I love manifestation and all that stuff. But the problem is no one knows how to clear resistance to fully allow the manifestations to flow. So if you have been keeping up with us so far on our journey and you've done some of the clearing negative thought work, now is where things get really fun when you really combine both. Like all your hard work is about to like really, really pay off. So, where should we even start?
Well, yeah, should we just explain like how scripting is like seriously like, one of the best fucking tools you could use?
Yeah. Let's talk about like why are we doing that? Like just how it's been for us. I don't know, something like that.
Hmm. Ooh, and honestly, I could start because it's
Yeah, start.
like during the summer, I decided I think this was like back in August. So then I was just, all right, let me script and just like on a super high level every month what my life is gonna look like and like what I want to happen. And usually so it's like I'm super into Neville Goddard too, so it's like I include my imagination as well. So for me personally, when I script, I'm usually thinking about like the end state plus like how exactly like the exact feeling that I want to embody. And I feel like by keeping that open for myself, like and I think like with scripting too, it's like you could be as detailed as possible. But just for me personally, like I love like the feeling state aspect of it. And just like overall, like what I kind of like expect to happen. But I think, bro, like one of the coolest things that happened, specifically was I so like I knew I was gonna be back in New York in September. So I dedicated the whole month of September to like the idea of the happy family. So I was just scripting like I'm walking in, I see like my parents and my uncle just like all chilling together in the same room, like just enjoying each other's company. There's no awkward feeling in the air or anything like that. Um, like my relationships improving with them hella. And keep in mind, I was away for the whole summer. Like I wasn't even around them. And honestly, I wasn't really talking to them much besides just like catch up phone calls every now and then. So it's like physically and like on a logical level, nothing changed. But vibrationally, bro, because I was like into that feeling state, I was just like, and even like scripting, bro, like I just got super happy thinking about like that idea of the happy family. So tell me why, like, I come back to New York, like instantly, bro. My whole family was there, first of all. Like older brother, his wife, nephew. So it's like off the bat, the idea of the happy family was already set. And then like a huge miracle for me, it's like, especially with my dad, like, bro, that was the first time ever. Like he asked me for a hug. And it's just, and then like my mom was super chill. And then I'm seeing for another crazy part. Turns out the whole summer, bro, they got super into Prison Break. So and like my dad was really into it. So it's like literally every single day they would all be together in the same room. And I was just like, bro, this is so cool. Like, and like what I love most about scripting, it's like, bro, like just like deliberately creating that reality is like, even if it's involving other people, especially, like, because like I was so deliberate with that scripting and just like thinking about how happy I would feel like experiencing this and how exciting it would be. It just came to life. And like I think that's just like the beauty of scripting. And honestly, you're inspiring me to be even more deliberate because I was doing it again like just month by month on a super high level. And already that crazy shit was happening. So like, bro, week to week would go insane.
And Jasmine, like you mentioned to me before how you wish your family was more like just kind of hanging out together more. I feel like you said they were kind of for most of your life or something like they were like always like not together, like not in the living room, hanging out together, and like so you scripted that in Bangkok, and then you came home, and then it happened. Like that's a huge deal.
Dude,
That's like the almost that's so big of a deal, low key, to the point where it's almost like you're breaking like generational stuff. Like this is like generational stuff in a
yeah.
way, right?
Bro, and another dude, special thing about hell yeah. And another crazy one that happened, I actually scripted about this last year. Again, while I was single. I was just like, and this was just like purely for fun. I was just like, yo, like at some point next year, bro, like I just want to be like in St. Lucia with my lover. And again, this is for guys, completely single, like, bro. I just scripted it for fun. And then like I created a vision board for it and I just like kept imagining it and it's happening next month. Bro, it's just
Yeah,
so freaking cool to go back to this shit. And just dude, that's the crazy part too. Like, bro, like everything I've scripted has come true at some point. And
yeah,
the only time it didn't happen like super quick was because like on those topics where I actually had resistance to clear. Oh, 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 that was another crazy a crazy shift that happened to me this summer. Like especially like when we were practicing clearing resistance a lot more. When I was scripting the 6 months, so while I was scripting, like even with my family and stuff like that, like I would start scripting, and as soon as I would write or think about something, and I kind of felt that resistant feeling within myself, on the side of the paper, I kind of just made a note of it. And then I let go of that specific idea, and then I continued on to like whatever actually made me feel good. But it was so interesting to see it's like as I'm thinking about like my ideal scenario and just seeing the resistance, it's gonna come up naturally. And it was so awesome to like just keep it to the side. And then like whenever I felt ready, like I would go back to it. And if I still felt I needed to clear the resistance, then I would do the practice on it. And I
that's a
that
perfect process.
yeah, bro, like that was the first time I was like, oh shit, like so you bro, you're gonna get instant notifications like from your body and like your higher self of like all right, like what topic like do you not feel 100% confident on just yet. But
Dude,
and
that's so
personally,
perfect.
and like personally for me, it was interesting because it's like even though I made the note on the side, when I went back to it, a lot of the times I was just like, oh, actually, like there's no resistance anymore. It was almost as if like just me being aware of the subtle resistance was enough to clear it. Because otherwise I would have no idea, like I would have had no idea it was even activated like within myself until like I was like purely conscious and present with it.
Yeah, because like you once you become aware that you're feeding something, um, then you have the choice, right? To just cut to stop feeding this, to stop being identified with this pattern, even if it's subtle, right?
Yes.
And another thing, like that process that you just mentioned is so perfect. Like instead of going to look for your trauma, for your resistance or
Mhm.
whatever, just script whatever that it is that you truly want, and then your resistance will come up and it has to be cleared. So when you start scripting and manifesting, actually your resistance is gonna come up more because that's actually the accelerated timeline.
Yeah.
Like your resistance will come up and now you have the effective tools to clear it, and now that's when you're manifesting things fast, when you're scripting and clearing the things that come up, so you'll never have to worry about looking for your resistance ever. So I love what you said about like scripting monthly, right? Like
Mhm.
scripting monthly is so amazing. Um, Now I find my magic in scripting weekly because 4 weeks make up a month. For me, that makes up the best because when you do day to day, um, day to day, your intentions don't always change that much. Like it
Mhm.
does, like like I still, script or just in the morning I mentally make a list of how I want this day to play out. So I do that, but I really find the magic, yeah, like week to week or even 2 week blocks or yeah, like, and I'll do monthly too. So I kind of do all of it, but I love focusing on a week to week.
Mhm.
Um, but it just depends on the circumstance.
Yeah. And can you share like kind of like if you want to give an example of like even if you want to share like for like your script for like next week or like this week or whatever. Because
Yeah,
I haven't done that just yet.
yeah.
And I'm thinking so like if I was to go into that, I guess like my process would be like things that I know I want to do and like maybe just expand on that. Like having great gym sessions, like being like on my partner's like Twitch stream and having like really so much fun, like playing a new video game that I've never played, like work going super amazing, like having coffee with my mom. Is that kind of like, do you already have like a set idea of like the activities and things you want to do? Is that kind of like your
Oh
process?
gosh, bro. I got you, bro. I got you. That's crazy. All right, all right. So you can do that, right? So week to week, you can do that. That's more similar to like daily intention in a way. You're just kind of like, yeah, you can do that. But for me, there's like themes for a week that comes out, on a more week to week period. So for example, um, in about 2 weeks, I'm seeing my best friend. Um, and I actually scripted that. So let me go back a little bit. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I nothing I I got home and nothing in my life was really happening, but in a good way, Everything was peaceful and I have manifested so many things and it was just so nice to have like a chill period. But from that chill period, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to experience whatever I want. So I was like, what's my highest excitement? And my highest excitement was to see my best friend. And so I scripted this whole thing where I'm gonna see him in Richmond, which is where he lives. So I have to fly to him and everything. But I was looking at flights and I was looking at his current circumstances, like the way like his flight dates and my flight dates, they just didn't really line up because it was close to like Thanksgiving and I wanted to be home for that, whatever. So I kept just kind of affirming and looking over the script just for a little bit each day. And then next thing you know, he hits me up and he's like, "Hey," because he's in like Saint Croix, which is in the Virgin Islands, and he's like, "Hey, his um connect flight is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right?" And I'm like, and he's like, he's gonna stay for 4 days. And so next thing you know, I'm like, this is even better. So like, I started the script, and that script now turns into like me driving 2 hours in my Porsche to go pick him up. I see my bro for the first time. Like he's gonna be my, he's gonna. It's Corey's first time in a Porsche. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God.
Bro's the last one to be in the Porsche, bro.
Oh, you guys are gonna have the best time, bro.
I'm gonna let him drive it. Yeah, he gonna be my driver.
God damn, bro.
Hell yeah. But anyways, so that's coming up. But so that's in 2 weeks, right? So what about the week before, right? So like this week that's I'm going through and that's coming up. So for me, the biggest excitement, the biggest theme if I just think about how can I make the next week the most epic, it really comes down to two themes. One is I want to go so crazy with my content. I'm so focused right now. I just want to spend so much time every day just working on my content. And two, uh, I want to continue doing such a great job with my body and losing weight and all this stuff. And then three is like family
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And lover, girls, stuff. But like that's already covered. But like but really specifically for me is the number one thing is the content stuff. Right? So it's kind of like the way I see this next week is like I'm really gonna lock in on like my content and my body
Mhm.
specifically. And so for me, content is the most exciting. So it's really mostly about content. And I'm really gonna script out what's that gonna look like. It's gonna look like me just having like an hour, 2 hour sessions all over the place, like all over my day, like just working on all types of content, um, networking, connecting, and all this stuff. Right, that's my highest excitement right now. Um,
Mhm.
and yeah, so I take kind of those themes and just really focus on that for the next week. And then so I have that coming up next week, and then the week after that, I'm gonna be in whatchamacallit. I'm gonna be hanging out with my best friend. And then the week after that, it's all gonna be about it's so clear what's gonna be about. It's gonna be about celebrating Thanksgiving with my family and going doing hella shopping for myself and spoiling my family and going on road trips to go like to like Orlando, Tampa, and like just spoiling my mom, buying her stuff, right? And
Love that.
here's here's the thing. None of this stuff was happening. Like before I before like I scripted seeing my best friend and stuff. He couldn't see me. Like the schedule did not align. And then all of a sudden it just completely aligned. And same with this trip. It's like, let's say I don't even know how I'm gonna get the money to spend on my mom and stuff like that. I script it, it just always comes, right?
Yes.
And so that's a point I really want to talk about real quick, which is
Yeah.
as a divine being, as a divine creator, stop waiting for money. Stop looking at money and just start scripting your reality.
Yeah.
Because because basically what is happening is you just choose. It's like you have a drive-through. You're just constantly at this drive-through. You just order what you want and you just choose, and then the resources really come
Yeah.
every time. I mean, you'll have resistance in the midst of it, but like clear it, and then like it would. It just always happens, and the resources will come every fucking time.
Hell yeah, bro. And dude, could we just like talk about Corey for a quick sec? Because like, bro, like his life is so insane. Like I'm just thinking about it from his perspective as soon as you mentioned the Porsche, bro. So like he went from like bro, he had like every good reason to like freak out about like money and stuff like that. Like, but then all of a sudden, like he just completely like let go and was like super deliberate. And like now he's like on a beautiful ass island making racks, like having like these crazy ass adventures. And then he's gonna top it off by seeing his best friend and driving a Porsche. Like if you had talked to him a month ago, bro, none of this was happening.
Yeah. Corey's our best friend, by the way. Like we're all best friends. So yeah, so it's just and it's how abundant we're sharing this journey together and while rooting for each other, and like his life is so exciting. Like I think me and Jasmine both just love like being updated with his life because he's just like living his life just like on the edge, just fully just right. But it's so crazy that progression of like something happened at his tattoo thing. I won't share too much of it. But like yeah, like something happened where he got let go of for like basically no reason from what I'm hearing, and then me and him talked about it like when he was going through it, and I remember he called me and literally I was like he told me what happened like oh he got let go he got fired or whatever. I'm like my first response was bro I'm so fucking excited for you.
Dude,
Right. I'm like
like the universe is cooking up something amazing when like something like huge like that happens in your life. For real.
and
Like I
especially for us and for
yes.
Corey.
Yes.
Right. And so like and like he took a few days to just kind of like clear that and stuff. And then yeah, next thing you know, first of all, he started to just like run ads and he started to like basically basically get a bunch of clients for himself. So now it's like he don't have to pay commission to the studio or whatever. Now he's making all his money and now it's like damn, now he's fully working for himself. And then next thing you know, he goes out to this island and just getting fully booked out and all that stuff. There's a lot of details to that, but like yeah, and then like I actually just got off the phone before with him before this call, and he's like tired of how many clients or like he's tired of how many tats he's getting. Like he's like he don't want no more. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, and so
Obviously like, money like dude, he's done like such an like incredible work on the topic of money too. It's like because he cleared that, like bro, it's like he's at the point where it's like, bro, it's like too much. Like it's like now like I have more than enough. Like like just like probably turning down clients at this point. But that was like that was the thing too. It's like, bro, like he just wanted to have like that time freedom and like experience the island and just have fun, like and be more independent. It's like, bro, like it just all came so perfectly together.
and you know what he was telling me like a few weeks ago. His next step, his next excitement is to do what he's doing with all this stuff and be able to travel. So he's in St. Croix. He's gonna be in Fort Lauderdale hanging out. It's happening already. Like that's the perfect balance. Like, oh, that's a great start to a,
Yeah.
like what, like, yo, just guys, like, just start fucking be, have some fucking audacity with your scripts. Like, like, what you mean, Jasmine? Like being single as fuck, like manifest or like scripting about being in Saint Lucia with a lover or whatever. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, have some audacity, like, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing. So gonna be I'm personally really excited because I feel like probably at the beginning of next year or like honestly super soon, um like y'all can join this like crazy unknown journey with me because I'm planning to quit my job soon, like with no backup plan. But like at the moment, bro, like I've been doing like more money affirmations. Just and honestly, I already feel great about money in general. Like I know, bro, I know the universe is just gonna take care of me. But like I'm super hyped because it's not even about the amount of money I want coming in. It's like, what am I going to use it for? It's like, bro, I'm going to Bangkok. Like, I want to spend months there. I want to still go through Asia. Like, I just want enough to just like, bro, and like, I'm not going to downsize my lifestyle in any shape or form. Like, just because, like, if I don't have a job, like, that doesn't mean like I'm still not going to do what I want to do, like, buy all the shit.
Jasmine, Jasmine, you first of all, like your power as a creator, like isn't going to change, right? You're going to be equally as powerful, right? So, and like our powers as a creator hasn't changed since the day we were born as a baby. Like it's just now we're actually using it, right? And yeah, you have all the resources in the world to like, yeah. So this is yeah. So that's exciting, and I hope you like fucking post about it too.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. Yeah, I think that this would be perfect to see because it's like, bro, it's kind of be. I mean, I'm deliberate specific things, but it's just like, dude, this is gonna be another great like evidence of like how amazing all of these techniques really work, bro. Like I'm good at like, bro. And the thing too, like what I love about like like me, you, and Corey, it's like we're actually living this. Like we're not just this isn't theoretical for us. Like bro, like we've been like practicing this for years and like fine tuning and seeing what personally works for us. Because it's like I feel like we all pretty much do the same things, but it's like what actually resonates with us and like what we feel most excited to do. And it's like, bro, I think like the evidence is just like so clear. And I think it's important to like share these types of stories. Like, and that's what I loved about honestly, like most of like Neville's books. Bro, it's like nonstop back to back success stories. And like bro, the craziest shit happens to people. Like that you would never expect. That's why he's like, bro, like fuck the logic for real. And again, like, bro, I love what you said too. Like, bro, like have the audacity, bro, like ask for what you want. Like, don't let logic and like circumstances dictate your true desires or like what shape or form it's gonna come in. Like, bro, just script what the fuck you wanna feel and see and like what you expect to happen. And then clear whatever resistance that comes up with it. It's like, bro, like that's the magic formula right there.
Yeah, like literally, yeah, your life is literally like a clear canvas for you to script your highest excitement. So follow your highest excitement. Use that as a tool to script, right? So literally scripting is like my full-time job. I tell people like we're like manifesting,
Mhm.
my spiritual practice is my full-time job. Like literally like when I was hanging out with my friends in Bangkok, like I'll be like, they have jobs and stuff, but like they'll be like, I'll be like, yo, I have to go. Like, I have to go do stuff. Like, acting like I have a job or some shit. They know I don't have a job, but like they know, but I'm going home to do my spiritual practice. I'm doing my manifesting, right? Um, but I want to go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, bro, even for me, like, I would much like I actually do have like a full-time job, like in tech in like IT and tech and stuff like that. Like that's super like mentally demanding sometimes. But like I usually like let's say if I had an hour to prepare something, I would use that hour to script and get vibrationally right than actually do any real work. That shit
Jasmine,
is more important.
Jasmine, when you quit the job, first of all, you're going to have so much more, allowing so much more source because you're spending so much time in a day, like
Yes.
just basically your attention is on something that is not ideal. So like my other friend who recently she says she's been saying she want to get fired and then she got fired, and all of a sudden the creativity and everything is like crazy. All of a sudden she's like wanting to write, and like all of a sudden all this creative juice is coming out of nowhere and all this stuff. Number two, I would like for you to like that free time. Let's say you work 5 hours a day. I don't know how much what's your shift, but let's say you work 5 hours a day. When you stop working, girl, like put some of that time into your like assumption, and just create your reality. And like, it's just like do that. Like, it's just like why would you not? Like, so yeah.
Then I have to admit, like I like personally, I really love that you truly dedicate and prioritize that time for yourself.
Yeah, for me, like, like I wake up and I try to take a long shower and I try to brush my teeth like extra long. I try to drag that time out as much as possible. And I'm just doing the affirmations in my head. And
Mhm.
then, I go water my garden and then, I'll go clean a little bit, wash my car, go for a walk. That'll be like an hour right there or 2 hours, whatever, right? And just get that in. Just get that in. And the power of it is just so insane. So that's all I do. All I do is that and have fun. Like that's all I do.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I want to quickly share with y'all uh my experience a while ago where I was at the point where yeah, I was just so focused on just like not working and still being able to just basically have full free time and just being able to make some money and stuff. So I was focused on that so much. And then one day I reached a point where I was like, if I had like, like $3,000 extra dollars, what would I do with it? And I realized really the only thing I would do, the only thing that's different was like I would just be traveling and seeing my friends. Um, so I was like, wait, why don't I just script about it? Because at that time I was with the mindset of I need money first and then I'll script and then I'll like do stuff. And I was like, whoa, let me script stuff. So really long story short, I scripted going to Virginia and then like a large sum of money just came. I had a lot of resistance come up, but I literally booked the flight. The flight got super cheap out of nowhere. Like before I scripted, I was looking into these flights and it was like probably like $300, $400.
Mhm.
All of a sudden, it was like on specific dates I found like it was only like $60 like round trip out of nowhere, right? So I booked that, but then I had no money once I got there. Like, I had no money at the time. So like I'm clearing, I'm affirming. 2 days before the trip, I'm still like, holy shit. Like I have no money, like what am I gonna do? But I'm clearing and clearing. All of a sudden, like I feel like two or three different people find me on YouTube and wants to work with me immediately and books multiple sessions with me. And then so I ended up yeah having a lot of money. I went to Virginia and whatever. And then I used up all that money and on my way back, I script that I wanted to just splurge, like I just want to ball out on my family, go on a shopping spree, all this stuff. And I have no money once again. That next week, next thing you know, like I get like this I had doubled my price for something. And then like I had multiple like clients come to me for like the 1 month. So next thing you know, I have like another like like $2,000 3,000 like come in like and just easily. And then I do that, and then next thing you know, I want to go to LA. There's like a huge video game tournament, and I want to go see my teammates. We're all gonna go together. It means a lot to me. That one was a huge struggle. Going to LA, I had to clear so much resistance. I was so broke, but then a bunch of stuff lined up, and then I was able to go have the absolute most incredible time and come back. And then, so this is like week by week. This is like literally week by week of my life. Like, yeah, right. Yeah. This is week by week. Um, Sometimes there's a week in between, which is great, right? It allowed me to clear, right? So I have a week in between of each these events, basically. It's yeah, for the most part. I'm simplifying this a little bit, but yeah. And then I went to after that, I manifested my one specific friend coming down to my city to see me, and we hung out for like a few days, and so that was the thing. And then um, and then I manifested I Jasmine and my sister, all of us going to the anime convention and everything. That was so special. And actually, my financial situation was getting better. Like that trip was so much easier, even though we still spent a lot of money. Wherever it was so much easier. I could feel my vibration on money really change. And then I scripted going to New York to my birthday party. To have throw a psychedelic birthday party, and that was so epic. That was so amazing. And then the next week after that, I scripted going on a road trip with my sister. She was doing a college tour, and then so my sister and my cousin, we all went on this college tour, took a road trip. It was so amazing. And then like 2 weeks later, I had my flight to Bangkok, and then like it was around my birthday, and my family gave me so much fucking money out of nowhere for it, like an insane amount of money. And then Bangkok happens. The rest is history. I didn't script as much in Bangkok. Me and Jasmine was fucking hanging the fuck out. Like, oh my
Yeah,
gosh, like I appreciate now that we're where we at. I appreciate Bangkok so much more. Like us hanging out, so fucking perfect, bro. Like, bro, bro, like, I hope everyone gets to experience like a best friend like Jasmine. Like, for real, like, it's the most epic thing in the world, bro.
bro, that was
Like, for real.
like so perfect. Like I didn't realize like how much we truly work together because it's like we both because it was so perfect because we both wanted our own time, but then like as soon as we were both ready to hang out, bro, it's like every single highest excitement, like it was just so on point. It's like, bro, Muay Thai class, like let's go to the movies, like let's go to the mall, like let's go to this like spot to eat at. Like, bro, everything that we wanted to do was just like synced up and lined up so perfectly.
And like, I didn't realize this is the first time we spent that much time together. We're basically like living together in a way, right? Even though we had different places, it's
Yeah.
like we got to see like, wow, we truly fuck with each other. like like in the purest form, like down to like if we truly fuck with each other, like it's so crazy how much we fuck with each other. Like it's crazy and everything. And even and if I have an idea and then but you have a better idea, then we'll just do your idea, right? And it's just like it's like either we rock with it or like someone has a better idea, like every fucking time.
Bro, I didn't even
Um,
you like you're one of the craziest manifestations that I had too because it's like after my divorce like 5 years ago, I pretty much like had no friends and stuff like that. And one of my main intentions with the time is like, bro, like I was just like I kind of like let go of the idea of like relationships and stuff like that. Like I just knew I wasn't ready for it at that point. But I was just like, bro, it's like I want to be like I want to have and be such a great friend. And then all of a sudden, like we all met up. And it's like I feel like our group is just like the purest friendships and bonds I've ever had in my fucking life.
our friendship and our friendship group is like the fucking embodiment of like highest best friends like
Yeah.
ever. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like wow. But yeah, we just had the best 2 months together. And then yeah, and then like, you come home, we go our separate ways, we go home and stuff. And then like yeah, and then we like manifest fucking divine love. Like
Bro, is how did we do that at the same time? That's crazy. I'm not even surprised. I was just like, bro, we're all
yeah.
brave. It's crazy.
Yeah, like it was so fucking crazy, so fucking crazy. But like
Couples
if
trip.
couples trip, yeah, and we're going back to Bangkok, like oh my gosh.
Oh, bro. Okay, you want to share what we were doing the first Abraham Hicks cruise we went on? So Andy and I, we would get dressed up for dinner, and every time at dinner, bro, we would order glasses of champagnes and literally congratulate and celebrate that we were both in our perfect relationships. Like literally cheers into it.
Holy
Now
shit.
fucking look,
Holy
bro.
shit. And we're we're all gonna be on the next Abraham Hicks cruise with our lovers.
In Europe, bro, and the Europe is the littest one too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bro. Like my man is so excited. Like I found out he loves cruises, and he hasn't been to Europe in hella long. Like he loves cruises. Bro, you're so coming.
Hey, if y'all end up going to like Albania or something, bro, let me tag along like for a day.
Oh yeah. And that was he was actually like laughing about that because the Abraham Hicks cruise we went on. I think because we went to Montenegro and like I think two different spots in Montenegro. It's like he has there. Like that's where his freaking is from, and, like family origin. And it's like, bro, like I'm the one exploring the whole world right now. Dude, and that's so awesome. It's like as we're like traveling more with our lovers, because like we've personally like both of us have traveled like honestly quite a bit. So it's like now, even if we're going to places like that we haven't been to with them, like it's like, bro, it's gonna be a whole different experience. having them there.
Right, and then we get to experience like years of that, and then like, between that, and then like having our lover and our best friend, like it's like just double like a couple of dates and stuff like that. Um, hold on, I can't even I can't even imagine the energy of like a couple of days. I feel like it would be even like so much like inspiring and stuff, but it doesn't matter. But like uh yeah, and then like with our like family and kids, like there's so many different like way more depths to these trips.
Yes, dude.
Me and my family, things are going way better, like in every way. And then now we're gonna go to China, like, and that's like such a like a full completion moment for my family, and so yeah. Um, I
Big
feel
fun.
like I wanna like just kind of wrap this up by just like
Mhm.
going through like how to script real quick. But yeah, before that, you have any other things you want to say?
Nah, bro. I'm just super freaking hyped up. Like, first of all,
Yeah.
for an end of year review podcast, and like, bro, next year is gonna go insane.
And we're doing this every week now.
Dude, oh,
Yo,
it'd be so perfect to really keep up with all of this, all the momentum happening.
yeah. And Jasmine, I should probably be talking to this off camera, but I was gonna say like I feel like you should be in charge of like the scheduling a little bit. Like as far as like just be like, yo, like this week, like we should get Corey on, like we should get like
We need to have a. Oh yeah. Oh, and week by week we can have more people. Oh my God. All right. I got you.
that's what I'm saying. Like we'll mix in like the teaching episodes with just like our friends and stuff. Like finally, it's everything we've been talking about.
It's
Yeah. Um. Okay, so let me talk about the scripting process real quick.
Mhm,
So here's the scripting process. Go on your laptop or your phone or on your journal or a piece of paper.
mhm,
I'm gonna speak as if I'm doing this on my laptop because that's what I do. I have a manifestation folder, and in that manifestation folder, I have so many different entries for each manifestation. So let's say I want to script this next Bangkok trip with Jasmine and our and everything. So I would title it "Amazing Bangkok Trip, February whatever 2025," and then like I will have like a big bullet point of like one point that I want to put down. For example, I want to have a lot of like couple dates, right? Like I would write that down, and then I would like just write more about it. Like so it's like big bullet point and then little bullet point of just like as much as I want. Like like we go to the most amazing places with the most amazing views. Like we have a couple date every single week or something like that, right? Like or like and then like I'll script all these beach trips that I want to go on. Beach resort. I'll script out the beach resort, so that'll be a different title and then subtext, right? And then so it's just kind of like yeah, like title, subtext, title, subtext, title, subtext, right? That's the way I do it, right? And then you script as much as you want, as much as you can. And so if today you don't know if you what you want to script, so for example, I just started a script today and I don't really know what I want to script. I'll just script as much as I can. Just so maybe I just throw out a bunch of bullet points. Like I just like write down, oh, I want to do this. I want to eat good food. I want to like just see my best friend. If that's all I got for today, I'll write that down and then more will come to you. And as you move forward towards the day, I'll see like a Instagram reel or something like that. And then I'll be like, oh my gosh, I want to do this with Jasmine. And then I send it to her and then she has more ideas. And then now I'm adding it to the script. So this is the one time where it's like I appreciate where my English teacher always forced me to write more, like more details, right? This is the one time, just add as much details as possible. Don't be afraid to get specific. Yeah, as specific as possible. Make the script as detailed as you want, because literally every detail will happen. So every detail in the script will happen and more. And if it doesn't happen, then it's clearing resistance, and that's really it. So I'm continuously adding to the script and fine tuning it, and then like adding to it, getting more inspired by it. And then aside from the script, I will like affirm it on my day to day. Like I'll do some affirmations for it. Like, if I'm going for a walk, I might do some affirmations like I'm having the best time with my best friends and my lover in Bangkok. Like I'll just repeat that, right? So yeah, so you write the script. The script is so powerful because it gives you so much clarity. Like
Mhm.
it's almost like there's this energy that's like
Yes,
it's if you're carving this energy, it's like if this energy was like this raw stone, right? And then you're sculpting it as specific and as detailed as you want. You're sculpting this energy, and there's so much power in that. And then aside from that, all you have to do is just affirm it, and just keep feeding that script just a little bit each day or whatever, however you want to do it, and then you clear whatever comes up because it will come up. So if resistance comes up, be happy. Like this is when you clear the negative thoughts. Like
seriously.
yeah. Um, Aside from that, what you want to do is, like I said, just clear resistance. And the best way to do that, you can check out my other videos or get this book right here, link in the description. um, so there's that. So you can script for, like I said, week to week, month to month, day by day. And I have more like bigger themes where like financial things and relationship stuff where, yeah, it doesn't need to happen in a certain date, but eventually I want to get my content to a certain amount of views. And then I want to manifest love, which I accomplished, which I did, but like it's you can have those type of things as well, right? So you can have both, right? You can have both like the more day to day, week to week, and yeah, and then like the overall like themes that you care about in your life. And you can do this on your laptop, but me and Jasmine were low key behind the scene cooking up the perfect scripting manifestation journal for all of this. And we'll keep everyone updated as it comes.
And I kind of I do want to make the point if it hasn't been clear for people, especially like for like complete beginners, like um and I hope like people have noticed it's like we're not scripting about like being millionaires on a yacht, like having marble floors in our mansion. Like, bro, like we're scripting about like our true day to day and making it as epic as possible. Like, and it's like not that it sounds like super simple, but it's like but like having an amazing ass dinner. But it's like those are the little things that like you want to experience in your day to day life. And it's like eventually, like the more you clear, like obviously the more lit your life is gonna be like, and like bro, like who knows what's gonna happen in 5 years for us, like just keeping this up. But yeah, kind of I just felt it was important to make that point too. It's like when you're scripting, it's like yeah, like follow your highest excitement. And it's like, I think it's great too, like to have like those huge, like the major manifestations you want eventually in your life. But it's like, I hope I'm making sense. It's like, it might seem kind of small, like um, in like the day to day increments or like week to week, but it's like, bro, like this is the type of stuff. It's like, you're having these lit ass days, these lit ass weeks, these lit ass months to create this like craziest life that you can experience in this lifetime.
Yeah. Says the person who manifests being on like a private yacht and fucking where Capri or whatever. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit. But anyways, I do agree. I do agree with like, yeah, like she's talking about like the beginner, like just start and just do it, and like like start with like the simple things in your life, and like, but yeah, like be as like yeah, like just be as crazy as as your highest excitement want. But yeah, like so much of it is like day to day, like just it's like don't underrate the power of just scripting and just affirming a nice dinner, right?
Yeah,
Or like
I know, like, because I've been around like a lot of drivers, it's like just how about scripting like every time you drive, like you're finding the perfect parking spot every single time. And it's
or like yeah, or like or like like fuck, or you like before you go to sleep, like manifest like you're gonna sleep good, or
No,
like or when you listen to music, manifest the best music, maybe new music or the just like lit playlist. Like it takes a second to just affirm it.
yes,
So yeah, I love what Jasmine's saying, just because like yeah, like this is what I'm saying. Like it's the day to day stuff, and then it's the big stuff. So just fucking do both. But I think for the beginner, yeah, like just pay attention to just even just what's beginning to happen and just realize how epic that is on your part of the journey. Cause yeah, like nah, me and Jasmine going crazy. Like, don't let her fool you. Like, we're going to Bangkok. Like, we have lovers and shit. Like, nah, don't let her fool you. Like, nah, talking about simple stuff. But the core of what we want is always simple, right?
yeah, yeah,
Like the marble floor is just extra,
yeah,
right? Like the core of what we want that truly fulfills us is simple. But yeah, go crazy, but
yeah.
follow your highest excitement.
Bro, I'm just like
Cause
happy.
I drive a Porsche. Like I can't even say nothing, right? Like what are we talking about here? Like
Bro, I'm just like having a huge wave of appreciation, just like truly like under like realizing like what our lives are like right now, bro.
bro, how many countries have you been to at this point? You're
Um,
about to ask St. Lucia to that shit.
with St. Lucia, I think it bumps it up to 34. Isn't that crazy?
That's too crazy, bro. All right.
Are keeping track too.
Yeah, yeah. When we meet up, we'll count. We'll count. We'll count. All
Yes.
of us. Yeah. Hey, all right. Last words, bro.
Um, Dude, I just want to say I'm more pumped up than ever to script. Again, like I haven't done like the week by week just yet, but bro, like I'm realizing like how beneficial it's gonna be, especially like as I'm gearing up to like quit my job and stuff like that. Like I need like not even that I need to do it, I want to, and it's gonna be so fucking exciting to like
Exactly.
week podcast. Like, ugh, okay, yeah, dude, I'm super happy.
Exactly. And the whole week to week podcast and everything, that's all part of the package of, you quitting your job in the next level anyways. So for you, it's like, um, when is St. Lucia, like next month?
Yeah, December 2nd, we're leaving.
Okay, so basically the 1st of December, right?
Yeah,
So so look, like what are we, 3 weeks away from that?
yes, about yeah.
So you don't have to be like strictly, oh, here's 7 days. It could be, okay, here's like this stretch, right? And there's
Hmm.
a theme in this stretch of like what I really want to like focus extra on, like, right? So for you, yeah, it could be like, really, I don't know, like being just on point with your money affirmations,
Hmm.
right? Like it could be that, like, I don't know, wherever it is, you could find, or just go on a lot of, it could be a mix, right? So it could be a mix of like, for example, because I know we're both like losing weight together. It could be like, oh, get your body super right for St. Lucia, and it could be like going on the most amazing dates with your mans leading up to that point, right? Like whatever your high assignment, or it could be family stuff, but you see it in a different way, right? Like, and so once you do that, then yeah, like for me, it's just like there's so many, but that's all I have to say.
Dude, that's exactly what that's crazy.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it. See you, everyone. See you next week.